this whole effort is a bit of a letdown. All in all, there were some little redeeming qualities. Let's hope it's enough to keep you in the competition.
Thanks, Tony.
I feel like I could be going home today because this far into the competition, there's no room for error.
Still have so many things I need to get done. I've just taken out the kumara and it's hot. I'm gonna whip this up with some cream and some sugar and turn it into a paste that I can pipe onto the top of my dessert. I don't have time to let it cool, so I'm just gonna plow through. I've never had dessert that has black sesame and kumara. The ground up black sesame through the cream is looking really cool. It's got like a black speckled look, but I still have nothing on my plate. I still have elements that I haven't completed yet, and I'm getting really worried. Maybe I've done too much for the time I have, but I just need to keep going.
Most of my elements are done. I've tasted everything together and separately, so now I can sort of work on plating and getting that balance right. And I've got a thyme and lemon crumb there. The cherry tomato there is sweet but still have quite a good amount of acid through them, and then these here are the roast tomatoes with vanilla, and hopefully they'll just be nice and sweet and beautiful. I know that I can get the dessert out the way nice and quickly rather than waiting to the last minute to plate. I want to just get that out the way so then I can solely focus on the lamb.
Food is something that I've always had in the background of my life, and this competition is the first time that I've really just stopped everything else and let food shine through, and I'm learning a whole lot from the judges, and I'm definitely incredibly thankful for everything that's happened so far.
Checking in, Amberly, how are you going?
Good. I just want to grill the top of my quail and my bananas to get them quite nice and caramelised.
Okay.
And then I just need to plate up. Everything else is done.
Okay, cool. Sounds under control. So you got just over 10 minutes.
Yep.
That's enough time to get the caramelisation on top.
And quail, they're really quite small, so it's not going to take much.
Cool.
I'm feeling completely aligned with my identity as a chef today. I think I'm being really inspirational and trying to draw different ideas and processes through both my dishes, and I think that'll pay off for today's invention challenge.
My pork belly feels like it's perfect. It's looking really good, it smells really good, it's juicy, the fat is rendered, and the skin is super crispy.
Sam.
Hello.
You got 10 minutes to go, you're already plating, what's going on?
I'm plating my dessert and I'm letting my pork rest a little bit more so all the juices stay inside before I slice it, and that'll be the last thing I put on the plate.
Hey, it's looking really good, man. You think you're gonna take out the competition today with this?
Hopefully I'll give Elegant Elliot a run for his money.
Sam, we'll see about that.
That's the spirit, mate.
I take the Fijian coconut buns out of the oven. They taste really lovely. They don't really look that risen though, but I need to get them out. I just need to get it done. Need to put the fish in. It should take about 8 minutes to cook.
Surely it cooks in that much time.
I have cooked fish in the oven before, but I prefer to cook it on the pan. I'm so scared that this fish isn't going to cook in time. I'm really, really stressed and panicky because I'm running out of time, to be perfectly honest.
Everybody, you have 5 minutes remaining to pull this together. Come on.
I'm going to start thinking about plating, but first of all I need to check the duck breast, and it's looking pretty good, but I think it probably could do with some more cooking. It's probably a little bit on the rare side, so I put the duck back into the oven because I think it could just do a little fraction more, but it only needs to cook a couple of minutes. The plating's always nerve-wracking and you never know whether you've done enough or not. I just have to get my components on the plate.
Getting my salmon ready. I don't want to be falling behind. The Brussels sprouts weren't cooked enough. I don't have enough time to be able to chuck them back in and wait. So I only use 3 Brussels sprout leaves, some small parts that are still crispy. I use those over the top, and that's my main out of the way. For my dessert, I looked under the oven. It's only about a couple more minutes to go. This one is cooked properly. I'm relieved. At first I thought it was going to be a catastrophe. My cake's light, it's fluffy, it looks wonderful. It worked out. I have a cake to go on a plate.
1 minute remaining. I don't have to tell you how big today is. Someone is going home. Don't let it be you.
As I'm piping the kumara, I can feel the mixture in the bag and it's still warm. And I know this is going to be a problem, but I have no time to fix it. So I plate it anyway. It's melting the cream and it's all slipping.
Final touches. 30 seconds to go.
Yum. Amazing.
Here we go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Step back from the benches. You're finished. Good job.
Well done, guys.
I'm feeling really good. I've pushed myself. That's a little piece of me on 2 plates. If the judges love that, then it just reaffirms everything that I've believed in my own cooking. And if they don't, well, I'm still gonna eat it anyway.
Things didn't go exactly to plan. It was really challenging to do everything in an oven and do a main and a dessert all in 90 minutes. It just looks a little bit rough. I tried my best, so that's all I can ask for. I'm feeling good about my cook today because I definitely tried to do things that weren't safe. I know where I went wrong and I know that the judges are gonna call me out for that. For the savory, I have a roasted pork belly and I've made a marinade from pineapple and spices and orange and then crispy pork skin with some roasted pineapple, and pickled summer squash. And then the dessert, I've done a sponge and I forgot the butter, so I had to use olive oil, sesame cream and a kumara paste.
Okay, Hannah, the pork didn't have the correct amount of time inside the oven. It's kind of dry a little bit and it's also quite bouncy. The crackling's really nice, but it really lacks salt. It was just okay. The dessert, I think the flavor profile of the sweetness is quite nice in there. I like the combination of the kumara and the sesame. The cream with the sesame is just kind of split.
Curdled, yeah.
It's kind of got an annoying texture and the cake's quite dense. So I think I'm just gonna have to give you a bit of an okay on both.
Hannah, we've seen better dishes from you. The pineapple did complement the pork. I think the cooking, it was almost like poached or steamed. The texture just was off for me. The cake I was kind of excited about. It was really inventive. I wanted to like it more. You could definitely do better, and I hope that you can stick around to prove me right.
I think overall what I would say is these 2 dishes, I can see you are trying to be inventive, which we do really appreciate. It's just that the 2 dishes both haven't been executed to the level of, what you were trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
I think I'm gonna be going home today. Neither of my dishes were that good, but I'm hoping that they understood the concept of what I was trying to create, and that's gonna be enough to keep me here.
Naomi, let's see how you gone.
Oh gosh, I almost dropped that. Today I have a oven-baked salmon for the main. There's also a mussel sauce, some lightly pan-fried Brussels sprouts. For the desserts, I have a cake with some pears that I lightly poached. It also has a lemony cream to go with it with pink peppercorns and a syrup as well.
The salmon looks good, it smells good, but when you say the Brussels, there's only a few leaves. It seems like it's missing elements to me.
It's a shame we don't have more of those Brussels sprouts or some other vegetable for that matter, because this dish is just literally going to be salmon with some sauce. Would you like a Brussels sprout leaf?
If there's enough.
There you go, a little Brussels sprout leaf for you.
It's like a little canapé.
At least it's nice colour contrast.
let's move on to this cake.
Oh God, that was a big cut through the pear.
So the salmon, it was cooked really good. It was juicy, it was moist. The sauce didn't quite make it. You've made a wine sauce. I can taste raw Sauvignon Blanc. I feel like it's a little bit of a lazy dish because it's like you put a salmon in the oven, you put a sauce in the oven, and there's 3 leaves of something. Like, I need more. The cake. There's a bit of a pear nightmare going on there. It's not cooked right, it's oxidized, you haven't even cut out the center of it. The cake though, I love the real pepperiness from the pink peppercorn. I love pepper with desserts. It's something I first tasted a long time ago in Paris. Good job.
This dish, totally lacking. It's a piece of salmon which is nicely cooked. I found it a little bit under seasoned. Your savior today was the cake. It was a really nice cake.
This whole effort is a bit of a letdown. All in all, there were some little redeeming qualities. Let's hope it's enough to keep you in the competition.
Thanks, Diane.
I feel like I could be going home today because this far into the competition, there's no room for error, and I made quite a few crucial errors on today's challenge, and it might actually cost me.